Okay, so I am at the ICS 5 and I absolutely enjoyed Mr. Eddie Cornell's speech today, and I snagged him out here. For those of you watching at home, he gave a really powerful message about what's going on between the Canada and US borders. So all of you in Alberta, I know that are watching, I just want you to hear what Mr. Cornell has to say. So kind of just go through that, introduce yourself and what you shared in your speech today.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Eddie Cornell. And, you know, one of the key points to what I was saying here to CPAC is that Americans need to look to the north. We're bringing in unvetted migrants into the country at a faster rate than in the U.S. We're going to be a definite security problem on your northern border. And we're kind of the buffer between you and Russia. And Russia's the biggest concern that, you know, the United States seems to have these days. And not just that, the military is 19% attrition to what we can recruit. And a lot of these unvetted migrants are basically being allowed to come into our military without security checks, without passing any of the basic requirements for you know, their abilities and their education levels. So these are the people that have no skin in the game in our own country, and they'll gladly be the enforcers of the government, and that's not how our military is supposed to work. So take heed and take warning, because Canada is quickly becoming our Venezuela on the north, and you know, just as equally as bad as your southern border. I think we're in a worse position on the north, and we share common values. Our countries speak the same language. We have the same customs. We need to help each other out. Canada's so small. We need your help.
What has the response been? Have you spoke to politicians about this? Have you addressed the military? Like, this is a national security concern that we're talking about here.
Every chance I get, I try to speak to politicians and to citizens, and a large majority of the people are completely asleep, and their eyes glaze over and think, I'm just going to live my life, I don't care. The Marxist agenda that's been infiltrated throughout, you know, the school system, through our courts, through the police, is taking root in a big way. Also our military. I mean, it's no joke, but it's in the military, on every base, in the men's washroom. Remember, in the military, most people are alpha males. We need tampon machines, according to the federal government.
That's right. And I actually reached out to Major Suman Kim of the National Defence Branch in Canada. He's the public spokesperson, and the man is MIA. We cannot locate Major Suman Kim. And so to implement a policy that affects men, biological men, you know, and aren't you supposed to be available when you're the public spokesperson? How do you clean this mess up?
We just have to inch by inch gain ground. I mean, think about it. The female washrooms, they don't put them in for free. Why are they doing it for men? I don't understand. Like,
well, I'm available to. I've been looking for Major Suman Kim. The count is on. I've been looking for him since the day that this policy was launched. No military, and I've contacted many military offices and branches in Canada, and no one is able to contact Major Suman Kim. So at this point, I'm a concerned Canadian citizen journalist saying, where are you, Major Suman Kim? You need to stand and you need to address this terrible national size embarrassment of a policy that you have made. Now, Mr. Cornell, have you spoke to Donald Trump? I hear that he's very proactive in wanting to know, boots on the ground, what's going on in Canada. Have you spoke to him?
No. He's supposed to be here tomorrow. I hope I get the chance to actually meet him, and you know, I realize there'll be a lot of people vying for his time, but I think I could, you know, be a good representative to give him some kind of idea what's happening up north. I think it's really important.
You can add me to that list. This is a national security concern and threat that is at the U.S. border on the Canadian side. So thank you. Thank you for everything you shared today.
Really appreciate it.